It's a new weekly. It's Sunday. There's trumpets. There's toys. There's food stuff a little bit in here as well. The randoms of the pets available. Some boons for both food and trumpets with the chimpanzee and the cow. Also the Hondurian for more trumpeting related. Some random goodies here, rootling, caterpillar, 3 different armors. So there's some stuff to go. There's some stuff to go with for sure here. There's some stuff to go with for sure here, I would say. Okay, double ant. Ooh. Okay, what about one of these? And then, oh, that doesn't really work, does it? I'm realizing that doesn't really work, does it? I guess I'll put the ant last then anyway. For this turn. We'll fix it next turn. Bubbly, tired believer. I thought that said beavers. Sure. Why not? Why not? So, stream-wise in the past week, more Ghost Trick, more Cinecross, did some goodies in the realm of, ooh, I guess take one of these. Right, that's start of turn, okay. Sure. In the realm of demo wheel spins, a little bit of Pokemon Champions, and I think that mostly covered it. Mostly covered the things that were taking place. And I'll take that for sure. I'll take that for sure. Thought I was hearing double music, but no, that's just the trumpets going crazy on that one. That's just the trumpets going crazy. All right, fair enough. Give walnut to the middle fella. Sure. Level. Now, there isn't really hurt trigger stuff, but, you know, a camel is a camel. Camel's not bad to have. Sheep not bad to have either. Sheep not bad to have either. Part of me almost wants to sheep because then that way I might not be as motivated to keep, like, try to invest in the camel. So I think I will just sheep, actually. And then, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Eventually I'm gonna sell one of these, so I think I will just buy this for way more money than it's worth. So, a little old news, but I didn't have the time to talk about it last time around, which was that, I think we're good here, which was that Twitch added the thing where you have to, if you don't already know, you need to go to your settings to turn off, I think getting rid of this is a good play. Turn off the setting of having Twitch like scan your chat messages, or in my case also my streams, for UI or for AI stuff. So that's kind of obnoxious a little bit. I guess I'm not doing that. But hey, I got a level ready to go next turn, so I like that. Don't like the AI thing, but at least in theory you can toggle it off. We'll see how much that actually is true. But it's not an opt. It opts you in automatically. So usually not a great sign. Also a little bit of the old news, but didn't have the time to talk about it, is Choicer Voicer kind of popping off a bit on Twitch. A lot of people playing that, which is cool. Having watched Vinesauce do a bunch of those over the years, and how the dev working on it has made it better over time. So kind of cool to see that it has gotten a renaissance of sort, maybe. I'm not really locked into a real strategy. Like, I guess technically toys, but, you know, Vaquita's really nice for trumpets, but I don't really have any trumpets going on yet anyway. The trumpets seem a little slow to start. Maybe if you had a level 2 bat. But then when you get to, like, Nyala, Island Cow, that's when you really can start getting those numbers up. You know what I mean? Chat talking about jobs and what majors to do potentially for college. End turn. Copy friend toy ability. I don't know. Something like that, maybe. Not really. It's okay. Well, that could have been something, but give 3. Every second carrot gives attack. Interesting. Again, I'm not really married to any of these yet. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll take that just as a thing to take. Okay. Octopus wouldn't be the worst either. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's a pretty big gecko. That's a pretty big gecko. But we win. Okay, nice. I guess take this first. End turn, increase sell value of a random cell pet. It doesn't really help us. Entry-level jobs needing experience. Yeah. Yeah. I could sell this now and just throw this in here, I guess. It's just random damage, I suppose. Kind of almost want to keep the money for an extra turn, but getting a level 2 toy next turn would be nice, I think, too. I feel like the chameleon, even though it doesn't really do anything right now, it's like there's a world where it does, I guess. And that's kind of what I'm thinking about. There's a world where it could be useful, maybe. I guess I'm gonna sell this, so I do that. You're lucky to get the opportunity to learn on the job. That is nice. Okay. That took out one guy. This looks beatable. Looks drawable, I mean, is what I said. Totally what I said. Alright. Rootling. Give 2 frontmost things stats. Perk with double effect, so it'd block 4 damage. I'll take this. Interesting. There is not the thing to make the holy dog or whatever. the good dog. Rootling is a bit of interest to me. Not that it's like a huge thing, but like, you know. I have things with less health than that. I don't have much faith in this, if I'm honest. I'm gonna do this. I know that this might look crazy. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring this in. Then I roll. Okay. I don't really know if that's gonna work, but it could. If it gets a kill, that would be great. Because then it could gain some stats. Well, that's an interesting team you've got there. Oh, right. That's never gonna work because it rotates it over with the Oprah. Yeah, okay, not the best move. Not the best move. I was thinking I wanted up front to get this. I guess I can change the order. To be fair. Okay. Now I do that. Not that I really care that much about getting level 3 of that thing, but you know, it's something. Again, don't really have a direction of anything here right now. I just kind of have units. Kind of just have some units. I do see that it would probably be better to pass the Okra to 7-7, but it's always gonna jump, so it's probably never gonna really work. But that worked. Enough, at least. Now these get stats. Which is something. Now I think it's time to sell this. Well, I guess we need to get something good first, but... No, I don't want to do any of that. Not trying to level 3. Okay, and Nyala's obviously good. So, I'm gonna take that. Could even do this for temporary extra stats. I don't know how much. That might be a little crazy. But still probably better than that random guy. Alright, put this back here for this turn. I guess this is technically bigger. And then this can go back here for this turn as well. Yeah. We'll see. It's definitely just random stats right now. What is this? Before attack, remove 5 attack. Well, that's gonna remove all of my attack. That's not enough. That's not enough. Okay, now I want to go back to this. Give stats to these two, I suppose. Okay. Okay. Drop air achievement is not something I have, but we take the cow. That seems pretty good. We're like we could be like half trumpet, half toy, though the toy probably falls off a little bit. Do I want to buff these two? Yeah, I do. Do I want a cow right now to take the buff instead? Probably. Would I rather get rid of the turtle? Not really. Not so much. Not so much. But the armor is obviously nice. Alright. I'm sorry, Drop Bear. It must be done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have done this to you. And then buff these two so that... No, because then that order doesn't work. But I want this stat here too, which it's only 1-1. So I guess then I do this so that this doesn't get the buff this turn. And then these get the buffs. And then you do this so that this one gets the buff. No, because you want it to be like that. But and then, okay, alright. Well, anyway. These don't count as things that are on sale for the Siamese cat, does it? Because it's not a food? I don't think it counts. I don't believe it counts. More job talk in the chat. Some interesting stuff. Whoa. Alright, well they've been statting for a while, it looks. Although they don't have a toy anymore, which is interesting. They don't got no toys anymore, huh? Okay. So that's nice, obviously. Probably get rid of this and just take whatever this toy is. Which I guess we would give Death Touch to the Terrapin? Ah, start of turn. Sure. Okay. Okay. Alright, well that's pretty nice. I think the stats that the Rootling gives are random, right? It's not... Okay. That's a Nyala that level 3's, huh? It's a pretty big dog. We're gonna have a just as big dog, and somehow my Rootling is still not big enough. You think the presents would count as discounted food because you can copy them with tofu? That's interesting. That's an interesting idea. Probably not gonna do that ever again, huh? Part of me is like, oh, level 2 on this gets kind of crazy. Then the other part of me is like, well, what if I would just take like another trumpet thing, like a marker? Probably a marker would be the best. Give it the Death Touch, have it in the front, pass back. That would probably be the best. Also, this being in front of this makes more sense because this, needs to die for the trumpet, so if these things get sniped, it could be a whole thing. Now this, unfortunately, doesn't actually have the stat numbers it needs to buff anything because it hasn't gotten a cauliflower kill ever. So it would only buff this unless we somehow give it health, which is not looking particularly likely. I could rock hopper for more. It's not inspiring to me enough. Give friends 2 health, spend 2 treasures to gain 1 more health in the future. A little late for you, but also I'm only at 5 out of 10 on round 12. We're probably not gonna get there, huh? Give me half a chance, magic touch, ooh, to survive. I need you. Ooh, to survive. Now that's what I'm talking about. Magic touch, ooh, to survive. Okay. We can start getting some stats, but is it too late? Is it too late? Well, that didn't help. Double armor helps, though, kind of. Never mind. Never mind. Ooh, to survive. Well, this becomes weird. Because now... well, I mean, I guess we keep it, but... I guess I could always melon something in the back. But my guess is that this is going to start going south. Level 2 cow will help, I guess. But we're on 1 health. Oh no, we're dead. We gotta be dead, right? They had armor which blocked it completely. Yeah, we're dead. Surely we're dead. Ugh. That one felt like it should have been able to do a little bit more than that, if I'm honest with you, but... is what it is, I guess. Ooh, are you an OG? Do you know this song? Do you know this song? Are you an old enough person to know this song? We take this next turn, but for now it's better to do this. Actually, it's better to do it like this so this gets the health. Or the stat. Scraggy, famous puppy. Oh, gaming wise, a lot been happening, obviously. There was CEO this past week. Tokido won that. Well, that was actually, I guess, the week before that, kind of. TI's been going on the main event. I'm actually not caught up to today. I didn't watch the full VOD of the first day of the main event, but the second day I did on 1.5x. And the third day I did, the Saturday I did. And I still have to watch all of the one from the final day, but... so we'll see. Guess I'd rather do that. Guarantee hits one of the clams. But, yeah. Haven't really watched any Dota at all the whole year, but, you know, TI, man. Come on, TI? You gotta watch TI. Gotta watch a little bit. You gotta tune in a little bit. I don't know, it's fun. It's nice to check in. Nice to check in on TI. In my opinion. We're gonna be half-leveled nothings. Half-leveled nothings. Yeah, I'm keeping this order so that passes to the claim. Your dream is to create an animated series and post them on the internet, but in terms of getting paid, getting a job to guarantee financial stability would be nice. Since at the beginning there'd be no money from it. Yeah, well, that's damn true. Well, that's damn true. I think I have to take this level now. Yeah, I'm not opposed to the camel, I guess, but I don't love it. But I don't really care about that really either. So I think we go like this. I think we go like this. Pretty sure I already have the level 3 clam achievement with the 10 win, but we'll see. Other stuff. There was a supposed leak / rumor for the Pokemon anime that they're going to, it's going to be the end of an era. Pokemon Horizons will be the final weekly Pokemon anime, and starting in Gen 10, it will be shorter seasons with fixed number of episodes, aka like every new cartoon and show that seems to take like 3 years but only be 8 episodes long. That's what I'm assuming, but I guess that's not technically. They didn't technically say that, but it kind of that's the vibe for me. That when I read that rumor news. 'Cause yeah, I mean, what else would that really mean? And then there obviously the GTA leaks are going crazy. That's very much still happening. And I have to say I wasn't particularly, I guess, impressed initially. Do I take this level now? Kind of would be nice to. Well, I guess we got some other things that are close. Rootling. I'm gonna save that level. I'm gonna save that level too. Level as well. Yeah, I do have the clam. That being said, still might take it, I guess. Well, no, give it to this, because then that's gonna have more turns to heal stuff. Hell yeah. 8 episodes long most often. They didn't say the number. It's just that's when I heard that rumor, that's what comes to my mind is like, oh yeah, it's gonna be this thing that's like a gazillion, like nothing long and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna do, I guess? Okay. Okay. Is it crazy for me to... I might, like, take a rabbit here. I don't really care about the tamarind so much. I think I'm gonna take a rabbit. And then that way I can, like, feed the rootling and just keep giving it more health to then stat, like, everything else on the team. I know that looks kind of weird, I guess, but I feel like there's some logic to that. I think there's some logic to that. And then the bat is just here. It's not doing much, but it's here. Ouch. Oh, well, that thing's gonna kill me, obviously. My camel's not big enough yet. Camel's not big enough yet. Give that a little bit of extra health first. I don't think I'm trying to level 3 the bat. Not yet, at least. But, so yeah, there's been multiple videos from the GTA leak guy, and to start off, seemed not that, I don't know how to say it. It's like, it just looks like GTA, which sounds like an obvious statement, but the way that some people are acting like about this game, you would think that they are, you would think that they are expecting like the second coming of Christ or something because of this game, which is obviously not the case. Ooh, I'll do that. Nice. Okay, cool. That's a pretty good turn. And there's obviously a lots of like, oh, they're paying attention to all these details. Like, it's so detailed and all of these things. And like, that's true. It is true. And like, certain things look nice, but like, gameplay wise, like, you're seeing how some NPCs react and things like that. Obviously, also, though, there's the fact that the build is not the final build for sure. It's absolutely not the final build. Move 4 health from 1 random enemy for each food this is eaten this turn. What if I just get this and, you know, get health? That doesn't seem bad either. I could remove the black bear. There's a couple of random foods, I guess the orange and sushi, but otherwise you're targeting. This is not gonna, I guess if you keep feeding, and this is only level 1 though, right? Just like, roll, do this maybe, see what goes down. Sure. Is there any sap things needed to know? I don't think so. I don't know, maybe. Maybe. They also have a level 3 clam, huh? That's not good. I'm at 1 health again somehow. With only 3 wins? What the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? I mean, I don't really want to give it a sausage, but I really wanted to see, oh, there's markers, which would also be good, I guess. And now it's like, oh, well, now I fed this thing, so it's kind of stupid for me to do that, but I guess I will. I guess I will. Ruling targets too random. Yeah, but I know it's less health, but because it didn't have more health than a lot of other things at that point, it didn't really do a whole lot. It's a big dog, but we got enough. We got enough. Okay, can we start, quote unquote, cooking? Absolutely, with another level next turn we can, and a chocolate. I don't really know where that chocolate will go, but that's definitely gonna help speed us up. The problem is we're at 1 health, so we need everything to kind of go perfect, which is, tell you what, not looking good. Wait, it's good enough for a draw. Whew. That was scary. This will help. There is a temptation to just bring the gorilla on, but probably should just... I think leveling the marker would be interesting, because, which I know, I say it wrong or whatever, but like, what do you want me to do? Look at it. Look at the name. It's a goofy name. Another chocolate. Another chocolate. Could argue getting rid of the rabbit for sure, but it's already a 10-15. Level 2. But I'm cameling, so that's going to work well against the fly. The one GTA leak that happened that did give me, like, for the first time, be like, whoa, was there was a shot of the plane flying, like, over a part of the city or whatever. And that really was the only one that made me go, like, whoa. Because it gave a sense of, scale's not quite the right word, because, like, obviously we've seen, like, GTA 5 has a large city and stuff like that, but you could, it was the detail of the city, I guess. Like, the scale plus the detail that you could see of the city together was the first thing that made me go, like, okay, that's different. You know, like, okay, that's clearly different than GTA, the other one, 5. I don't know if I guess I can put armor on you. I guess that's probably better than anything else, right? Pancake wouldn't be the worst. But, you know, like a steak or something would probably be a little bit better, just because, it's giving stats to other things, but it's itself not really getting many stats. Okay, how many times have you fed that bear? How many times have you fed that bear? Okay, we have just as big of a dog, so we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Level 3, that matters more. That having more health matters more. I guess I freeze if I don't see anything here. We still have to win 4 times, so I guess it's worth the camel feed, but... Well, we lose. That's just way too many stats, right? I don't see a world where it's even well, the melon, actually. The melon saved me. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Hold on, I spoke too soon. You can do that and not get rid of a perk, huh? I guess that works. I guess that kind of works. We are absolutely locked into these pets, though. Okay, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Very nice. I guess you just take it because it's good to have anyway, but we would have loved to have that orange next turn and then have like a chocolate or a marker to freeze or something. Because we're so in the late game, though, everyone's gonna have pretty nutty teams. However, Ours is looking a little bit nuttier right now. Okay, level 3. That's great news. That is great news. I think a pancake is in order as well. Is it better to pancake just to have another one, or does a 1222 matter? I don't know if it matters. I don't know if a pancake would be better, but that sushi's gonna be good. That chocolate's gonna be good if we also roll a Highland Cow to get it to level 3 plus a sushi. That would be pretty strong. That would be pretty strong. Okay. You don't have many okay, never mind. You're gonna have a lot of trumpets. But I do have a pretty big guy back there that trades, so we're good. Woof. Feed. Roll once. No. Do this first. Damn, I wanted you to give that the thing. Okay. I was gonna say, you know, this roll hitting a, hitting a Highland Cow would have gone crazy. Now the question is, do I melon the camel now? Block 10 damage and attack for +5. I think I just would rather do that now. Would rather use that gold than roll, I think, as well. Because it is an upgrade. Okay. A lot of level 3s here. However, one-shotting the gorilla is the important thing. And so now I have level 3 achievement, the marker. There we go. So much more to talk about, but I guess the one last thing about the GTA thing is just that, like, the game is going to be good. However, it is way overhyped that it will not live up. Like, there's an impossible hype to live up to. Whether they, and at this point, they can't do anything to stop that. So there's just gonna be people that are gonna say it's garbage, and then there's gonna be people that are over saying that everything about it is good, basically. But it's probably just gonna be good, I guess. But it is overhyped for sure. So I'm sure it'll be fine. But it's been in limbo for so long. It's not quite Duke Nukem Forever 3D level of, like, but it is a little bit if you're old enough to know that. Silk Song, similar. I think GTA has a little more gravitas to the wider audience, so I feel like for the old heads, maybe Duke Nukem Forever, or whichever one it was, 3D, whatever it was.